What's up, y'all? Happy Saturday Morning Live, Season 6, Episode 43? 43? I'm gonna go get my cold drink. I gotta get my cold drink! If I remember the paper towel. What's up, y'all? Trying this again with no work phone set up yet. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do one other thing. Oh, please. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Good morning, y'all. What's up, Marco? Good seeing you here. Appreciate you being here. Lights seem to be working. That's good. What's up, Mike? Guess I should go back to the beginning of the comments. Rune in the house. What's up? Outlaw, retired butcher boy, Nate G. Joe's Locksmith. What's up, Shane? Gumby, good morning to you. No parade today? Zoe. Yeah. Steven's Eyes. What's up? George Blair. Perdo. Dana Reed in the house. Had to spend $3K on your car. Oh, God, that sucks. That sucks. J-Bot is weirdly enough still here with the same message over and over again. Stop it, J-Bot. We don't care if you're here. We don't care. What's up, Mr. T? G-Key Man. New house, what's up? Chris Donovan, good morning. Kevin K. Doused, what's going on? I'm stirring my Mississippi cold drip at this exact moment. Let's go ahead and get assembled because y'all are assembled. Dude, I missed. Tugboat, what's up, Fred? Secure Tech, good morning. Ken, Mike Finley, what's up? And Devo in the house. Zach M, what's up? Lock force, assemble! First time. I know that's working because I heard it. Weirdly enough, it never comes out of there for the opening song. But weirdly enough, today it did. I don't know why. I don't know what I did different, but... So I'm going to finish stirring my Mississippi cold drip so I can get a sip of it. Doing medical for a football game and pouring cement for new two flagpoles. Well, that sounds labor intensive. What's up, Finleys? It's delicious as well as refreshing. It's a little too sweet, but that was my bad. Let me go ahead and take this out, actually. Left the spoon in there a little too long. Ah. What's up, Nix? No jobs today. What's up, Lowell? Mr. Forbes. I think today is the last SML that's 11. Oh, yeah, we do have a time change coming up, don't we? It's getting darker in the mornings, y'all. I had to reset my lights on my house to turn on in the mornings. so that I could see what I was doing, because they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing and recognizing me and turning it on automatically. So it's just like, okay. Last year I put a daylight savings time rule to turn all the lights on so that I can see when I go outside, and I realized that, hey, I already have it. All I got to do is toggle it on. Makes my life a little bit easier in the mornings, because I leave when it's dark. Roper, what's up? Be out of sync next Saturday. I've never really sat and pondered that and worked out exactly how bad it screws everybody up, but yeah. So today we don't really have a whole lot going on. I got a few orders out of here already this morning, so I'm actually done with all the locksmithing work that I had to do. But I've been kind of eyeballing this stack. Eyeballing. I'm looking at you. Oof, excuse me. I'm looking at you, boy. A stack of plastic bins that really don't need to be there. But they are. I just don't know where else to put said bins. I don't know. Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. No, you got to go back to the dealer who sold you the keys. It's restricted. Or if you have a management company, you only can go through them.
So I can't get a copy of this back.
Except from whoever gave it to you.
So I'm the vice president of my congregation. This is the key to the temple.
Somewhere along the line, somebody set it up with paperwork showing that they're the only ones that are allowed to get keys made. So you'd have to go through and then get it from the original dealer, the original locksmith. Nobody else can make that besides the company that put the locks in. So somebody in the congregation at some point had high security locks put in. So
Gotcha.
you'll just have to figure that out yourself.
I'll figure that out. All right, thank you.
Yep, no problem.
All right, Schmibbles. Yeah, there was.
I don't use that button enough. Medico. Super Medico key. For Europe, it is a single week, then back in sync. For the down unders, it changes by 2 hours. I ain't gonna try to. I've thought about it before, but I really didn't think about it because it started making my brain hurt. So I was like, whatever. It screws things up for certain people. What's up, Yin Yet? Yin Yet. Super Medico key from your church. You are not getting it made, even though you're the vice president. Check with the president. President doesn't know. Well, I don't know what to say. Ain't my problem. We ain't the originating locksmith. So what was I saying? We're gonna yeah, you can probably see it in this camera over here. Where is it? What's in the Bajizzy camera over here? Right there in the very far bottom right hand corner. There's a stack of things that have just kind of been shuffled around lately, and I'm really kind of getting irritable about it. I just don't know where to put some of that stuff. Like, really, I can see from here that we have some cylinders, some boxes of cylinders, some 2 different boxes of quickset, knob and deadbolt, looks like. So those 2 definitely need to go with the other older quickset stuff that's over here in Red Rolly Thing 2.0. Yeah, I was right. Okay. And there's still a little bit of room on Iron Man, so I probably will end up needing to get this camera up today. So I'm just gonna go ahead and hook it up now while I'm pondering my life's decision for the next hour or so. And on top of that, speaking of red rolly thing too, back there, it's kind of gotten tall. Teetering, I should say, is the word that I'm looking for. So let me get the work camera put up. We'll go ahead and go into split screen so we can check all the cameras. Yep. We're good there. How's everybody doing? Everybody getting ready for all the holiday seasons and crap? So I think I'm going to do the holiday parade. Only because I like live streaming it and it's kind of fun setting it up there. And I was thinking about a couple of weeks ago, I'd kind of gone back and forth as to whether I wanted to do it. Like, I'm going to put the table out there this time and try to make it so that I can talk through JBot, like as in a loudspeaker, so that people around me can hear. And maybe push it up a little bit more and block it off and put up a little bit more decorations and maybe some more lights out there, and maybe you got like get a little party going over here. I don't know. It seems feasible. I did have more congregation last year. People were taking advantage of the blocked off street area, perfect spot, to kind of have other events going on, like a bouncy house. No, I'm just joking. No. Don't want the liability for a bouncy house. What am I looking for? So anyway, I think I'm going to do this holiday. It's December 6th, which is always, it's got to be a Thursday. I haven't looked it up, but I'm 100% sure it's a Thursday since we do everything. Look at them rims out there. You can't see that, can you? I don't have a front camera. Nope, that ain't it. Go back. Can't see them rims on this car right here. That's already gone. So I think I'm going to do it, and I don't know. I think it'd be kind of fun to, like, amp it up a little bit and have a loudspeaker, because most people are like, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? I just don't know how the feedback with the loudspeaker is going to be while it's streaming live. That I don't know. Is it going to reverberate? Is it going to... What's going to happen with that? I don't know how that's going to affect the mic part of it. We'll see. Good practice anyway, though, right? Dang it, Wes is occupied today. He is with us in spirit, so don't piss off Dang it, Wes. Full-time snow between Halloween and Remembrance Day. Yeah. That's too much snow. Pass on that. I've still got several boxes of loose screws that I haven't finished sorting. I got to get one more small container of the little pull-out drawers because I stole the one from here to move over there. Thank you for being a decent human. Yeah, I stole one of the small bin drawers, the 40 count. And I've got a ton of separators. So that's the one thing that I haven't. I got to pick one of those up to replace it over here. And then I've still got like at least 2 full plastic containers of mixed screws and one coffee can. I don't think you can ever not have a coffee can, especially if you own a metal coffee can. It's most logical for you to keep screws in your metal coffee can. And that's what's going to happen with the metal coffee can screws. Once they hit the metal coffee can, it's permanent. Going back to what I was saying though, yeah, I'm gonna shuffle around back here for a second, and then I'm gonna go over there and shuffle around for a second. And while I'm shuffling around, I have to get the mobile mic up real quick, so let me do that. And going back to the holiday thing, what do we have? Halloween coming up, what, next week? Ooh. This is This is the Halloween special, y'all. Is that right? Halloween's like mid next week, isn't it? Damn. Missed opportunity. I need to go change the title of this and go put on my witch's hat. Which makes absolutely no sense for me to be sitting here in a witch's hat. Because it's not technically Halloween. It's 4 or more days away. That makes it kind of ridiculous to have like Halloween parties. Oh, I need a fan over here. It doesn't even feel like Halloween, is it? It is next week. Super weird. Candy, you want your own candy, go buy it. Right? Go buy your own damn candy, kid. Yeah, your outfit's cute, whatever. That, I don't know if that made that worse or better. And I think I do need to get an extra ear bubble. I think we need to go with an extra ear bubble instead of having the desk mic out there so that it, I don't know if that would help or make it worse or better. Kind of need one for when Dang and West is here anyway and get him his own ear bubble. And for other reasons. I've never, wait, that made that way worse. I've never played with the 2-track option on this thing because I don't have 2 ear bubbles. Progressively time this into a greater and greater knot. Here we go. Ah!
How you doing?
Hi, good. How are you? That's good. What's up, Wheels? Oh, that was irritating. '54 and Nipley. Ooh, we're waiting on it to get cold. It's Mississippi. So we had our little cold spurt, and now it's hot again. It's like 75-ish. If you're standing in the sun, it's more like 85-ish today. But yeah, I don't know when we're getting cooler again. I think we're going back to cool next week, probably about your temperature. 61 and sunny in Boston. Yeah, and we're still right on the border of a burn ban, and I was actually going to do a burn tomorrow. So hopefully it doesn't burn ban between now and tomorrow, because I need to burn some stuff. I got to burn some stuff. Where are the window bats? You know, I think we lost.
How you doing, sir?
Good.
I came in to see a telescope. What time is it right now?
It is 11:21.
All right, thank you so much.
Not-
I'm trying to get everything done before I have to go to my noontime meeting over here at the Yana House. Thank you so much again.
Yeah. Yana House is a recovery house, by the way, in case you couldn't figure that out on your own. Finally got rain last week. It was supposed to rain like in the next couple of days, but you just don't believe it. I don't believe it until I see it. I'm not gonna believe it until I see it. 47. Ugh. I have a lot of loose screws. Yeah, I do have a lot of loose screws. And they're not all in a coffee can either. That's what too many years of this shit does to you, right? So interesting news. It's kind of like semi-public now. So you see that little brick building right here? Let's get a better camera up. I'll tell you what, I gotta put the other camera up. Let me do that real quick. And we'll talk about, you know what? Hold on. You know what? Hold on. All right. I can actually share this with you. Let's see. We're gonna select this and then go there. Yeah. It's going to be kind of hard to point out things to you. Hey, you know what? I'm going to show you this too. Yeah! Let's show you all this stuff. I probably should have preloaded all this before the live, but I was busy. Forgive me. Let's talk about that too. And that. How about that? Yeah, we'll share all that. Yeah. Yep, send it all. Send it all. Let's go medium. Doesn't have to be large. Okay, I got all that sent. Now I can plug the camera up. Hey. I don't know. I might be pajizzy, but it looks more like a. So y'all are all gonna just come in. It's like in waves, right? Okay, yeah, you can go after you thought about it. You okay? What are y'all doing? Yeah, somebody go. Both of y'all probably need to go. Huh? Okay. Uh, y'all keep looking at that for a minute. I'm gonna bounce over here to studio mode and pull these images into the program so that we can talk about it. Okay. Come on. What the heck's wrong with you? Thank you. We're gonna download all of these to today's live folder, which is what, 43? Yep. Send it all. Oh, it's a zipped folder. Damn it. Okay, whatever. Oh, that's not good. I have 0 memory in one of my phones. Let's unzip this stupid folder. That's funny that I did that. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, good. All right, let's load them into the program now. We're gonna go to the work screen. Yeah, let's do that. Pop out of studio mode. Go to work. All right, so this is about to be forever changed. So, what's up, Logan? So that's going to be what that is. And then here's another image. I'll just add this one in. Why did that get named that? Oh, because I modified it. All right, so actually this needs to go 90 degrees counterclockwise. So there we go. All right, so the little shaded area there on the far right is the upstairs. And the far left is the green portion of the building, starting at about right. Come on, Elgato, come with me. Starting at about right there is that very far left. So yes, there will be no parking lot for Walker's Drive-In anymore because it'll be green space in the back. You will not be able to pull through. The very far right-hand side of that image is the wall of that. Boom. So right there. Toop. And then toop right there. And then the rest of it is going to be green space. So Walker's is losing his parking lot completely. We are losing 18 to 24 parking spots. Hip hip hooray. The green building will be a karaoke bar, which actually kind of fascinates me because that will give me a stage ready to go, set up right there if I have need of it, which may not be half bad, but losing everybody's parking all day long for a piano bar that's only going to be open certain nights, and then losing the parking for the beginning of it. You're losing their parking. Which you know where the first place is going to be when somebody comes to go to Walker's to park during the week, during lunchtime, is because nobody's going to be karaokeing at lunchtime. So yeah, that's that. News on the. Yep, people will get so desperate because there aren't parking, they're going to totally ignore those signs and be like, F it, there ain't nowhere else to park. So we're going to park right here in this 15-minute spot. Hope the mobile mic can reach the karaoke bar. The place to film music videos. I know, exactly. Losing more spots, bring in more traffic, and losing the parking spots. Yep. This is exactly. I don't know if it's going to bring in more traffic. So it's a piano bar / jazz club that he, in the beginning, hopes to be open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I think he said. The obvious nights. So what that'll do, me speaking on a couple of years of experience in this area, is just going to give people who are already coming to Walker's or who are already coming to the bowling alley or whatever, it'll just give them one more thing to do, an option at night. It's definitely not going to be, like, I wouldn't think it would ever, unless they are headlining like a bigger name act. I mean, not the karaoke, obviously, but the piano bar. If there's a famous person and the person who owns it is famous now, so he may try to pull in some big, musicians. But other than that, it's never going to be a destination. It's just going to be hey, let's pop in the jazz club while we're out in Fondren. To the sacrifice of a bunch of parking spots. I can sing all my songs. He will push it to more hours than every day. Piano bar, they're closed Monday night. They open back up. I think Monday night they open up over there. Rooster's the burger place. It is a burger place, really good burgers, but they had to start closing because they weren't getting any traffic at night. Everybody was at night. It's kind of like the fine dining. We brought this up during the meeting, the same meeting where that was posted. There's 35 once you include these two, because here in Mississippi you can't sell alcohol unless you sell food. You have to have food items, and it can't be like Doritos and nacho dip. It's got to be like cooked food. So in other words, you have to have a kitchen. To have a kitchen, you have to have a grease trap. That building, where's my work camera? That building right there has never had a grease trap installed. It was a printer copier repair building for a long time. The guys that owned it had a printer copier back in the 70s and 80s that was huge, to be out repairing commercial printers and copiers. And so it was full of stuff. And then it ended up becoming the private dining room for the restaurant to the right of it. And he has been renting it ever since, and it recently sold to a new owner. Hey.
About several years ago.
And solve that problem with did you use Energizer or Duracell batteries? No. We're brand Kirkland. Okay, well, there's your problem right there. I'm gonna start fucking serving alcohol up in here. Fuck it, I'm gonna make a bar. Jason's bar. Right here. After 6 o'clock, I don't want to stay up here that long, though, y'all. I don't want to deal with the night crowd. I've been up here at night. I get here at like 7 o'clock every morning, and I leave at like 6 o'clock every day, which is what, like 18 hours a day. I wouldn't want to tolerate the night crowd up here, from what I've seen, and sell. We totally could, though. I got to sell food, though, so that means I'd have to have a grease trap and all that other crap. Lock force bar. It's the thing to do around here is to have a bar. So, yeah, it's making it even cooler on the walking side of it, because there'll be a little area back there where kids can go play. This is his vision, is, kids and families can come play in the green area out back. I don't know if you saw it, but it's the green area out back right here. This one. No. Come here. Oh, Gato, come here. Like this area. This area right there. That's all behind that building. In a quote green space. And then actually they're going to cut a hole in the door of the side of the building, right where that tree is right there. Kind of right in that area, you can see a door on the blueprints. So that's all the little patio chairs. So all this will be open, I guess. Yeah, all that's open. This is the existing building right here. There's the front entranceway. So it's basically going to be like I don't know how this front end, all right, that all looks open to me. And he actually said the garbage dumpster will have to be right there where the 41 is in my number. I don't know how that's going to work out, but if you take that and hide it and then look at this, does that mean this is going to be like a fake front? like to the left right there, is that just going to be literally a false, what do they call them in the fancy builders world? A false front? I don't know. Heck yeah, torch donuts. Does that count as food? I get what they be saying. Yo, bro, just propane torch. The propane torch donuts, does that count as a real menu item? It totally should, right? Container behind the store to the grease and get it pumped out. Like, no, it's got to have a trap. It's a restaurant rule. Free key tag with three drinks. There you go. I just couldn't deal with hanging up here until midnight or later. That would be ridiculous. Get caterers. Yeah, it'd get expensive. SE lock and key. We don't come out on Saturday when we open it, so. Okay. Excuse me. Excuse me. What's up, City Lock? Gumby, what does he do? What's Gumby doing here? He's actually not at a parade today. Slot machine in the corner. But literally, this is the front end right here is the only area that people can come. So you have to stand up. I don't know. I could get a group of 10 drinking in here, just standing around. Maybe I get some more stoves and bring them out every night. Just turn this into a bar right here. The front counter is a bar. Keep some little alcohol racks right here. And the donuts. Yeah, I'm enjoying the shorts while I can. It's gonna be. It's in its probably final days. I don't know. People like Daniel West though wear them year round. Who is that? Why does that car look familiar? Okay. Gumby's always here in spirit, even when he's in a parade. Wrong screen. Wrong screen. There we go. Work camera. See, I just don't know what to do with that. It's in the way. Wait. We can look at that Wiser handle set. And actually, I have an image of the wonderful installation, which I did share it to YouTube. And I'm fully aware that people in the 60s and shit didn't have power tools to drill around holes. So you do what you do with the old hand crank drill. What on? But what was funny is this hole right here, the accessory thumb turn, was like perfect. Like it could have been drilled yesterday. I was pretty shocked that it was as perfect as it was. So we'll go take a look at that handle set because it came off. I don't know how they're going to end up filling. I told her to go get a 1-inch dowel, which I didn't have in my truck. Actually, I might have. I don't know if I have even a 1-inch one here. Like, go to the hardware store and get them to cut you, buy a dowel and get them to cut it for you. And just take some super glue and whack it in there. It was exactly a 1-inch hole, so in theory, why not? Wood door, it already needed painting anyway, so I was like, yeah, I would just, sorry I don't have one, but ran into this similar cut. Obviously, I had to re-drill it because I was putting a schlag on. Jason did a good thing by talking somebody out of Amazon crap hardware. Good job, Jason. Talked them into buying schlag. They actually returned it all. Because I looked at it and I was like, oh, it was that Schlage keyway head with a curvy, like literally nobody makes the blank still. I don't know if they ever. What do you think? Have you all seen those curvy keys? It looks like a Y1 with a Schlage head. I don't know. I don't know if Ilco's even thought about it. I'm sure they try to get all these blanks in and then kind of weigh whether it's a fad and they need to not worry about it. Who knows? Who knows? Somebody needs to ask Ilco, don't they? I should. Like compile. I have a bunch of questions for Ilco. We're gonna have to take a field trip one day to the Ilco factory. We're just gonna have to make YouTube pay for it or whatever. Mobile comment section. And I got some numbers back on the tool. Militia clamp. I don't know if I'm happy with the numbers, so I'm not going to talk about it right now. Plus, I have to do the video and everything anyway. And I got to factor in the fact that it's locally made and a few other things. So it won't be, at this point, it won't be triple digit, thank God. But it's not going to be inexpensive. I'd like to surf for one more solution, but it's probably going to come out to be approximately the same anyway, so we're probably going to be stuck with it now. All right. We are going to switch microphones in 5, 4, 3, 1, and we are on the new microphone. Let me check the volume. Oh, hey, that isn't that's the volume. That was the wrong volume button. 250% is what it's saying, so we should be good. Adjust your mics accordingly. I'm going to talk a little bit louder just in case, but this will be about as loud as I talk. Audio is good. Thank you. Appreciate that. I want the smaller than the 6. I wish I knew the answer to that. That one is one they need to make a key for. There are several keys out there where I'm like, come on, Ilco. The other Century Safe, which they have stopped using, but the one with the flat side, double-sided key, it's used on like locker boxes. I know there's a couple of companies out there, but it's ridiculously per key ridiculous. I'm talking, you're thinking if you want to keep in stock 10 keys, I'm not thinking that much money. Come on, Ilco, just get your shit together. Yeah, lack of market, what's the word I'm looking for? Has caused, I think, a little stagnation. I was thinking about doing a video just to see if I refurbish this guy as best I can. It's kind of a wicked handle set. It's kind of unique, all right? So, to me, this looks like it's always been this finish. This used to be brass or copper color. And then we have copper finish here. This is typical. I mean, you see this a lot, two-tone. So this for sure was a two-tone knob. Chrome, copper. Chrome, copper. I'm assuming it was chrome, copper. Because that's way too... So that's way too shiny for it to have ever been brass, like in just caused by wear. But I was thinking, Jason, there are still people out here who have this kind of setup on their door. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this lock. It needs some TLC. The thumb thing is like kind of gritty right there. It's really hard to turn, but literally that could be solved by this. I mean, boop. Maybe not. Doop, 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 doop. So, I'm thinking about like refurbishing it, getting all the tarnish off, spend a little bit of time on it, and then like putting it on eBay to see if I could sell it for a certain amount. And then at the very end, if I was able to sell it, then like it'd be a video. Take out the spiders. 100% there's spiders underneath that thumb turn. 100%. I mean, you get a hole in your door like that, and you have a broken lock, and you run across it on eBay, sandblast it. And see, that's another thing. I don't have a sandblaster, and that would be a perfect application for coming through and just sandblasting and getting it shiny, whatever color it may have been before, getting the paint off. Like that kind of project. I've already got several of sitting around here, like an old Schlage D series with the trim ring. Had that sitting forever just because I don't want to I don't want to manually do that, Even like with a brush on a drill or something to make it speed it up. That's probably what I would end up doing for that. But a sandblaster would obviously be much better. Just don't have room for it. What's up, Pete? Why are you late? Flashback. I know, those are a pain in the ass to get back together. That's the one that's got that spring, flat steel spring that has to tension just right, and the tailpiece has to get in the little slot. And because of how that spring is, it makes it very difficult to get in there. A cheap Harbor Freight sandblast gun. Well, it requires a big compressor, and every sandblast situation says that my little pancake compressor is not big enough. So that's why I've never bought something. It'll work. It just it's going to keep it running all the time. For small projects like that, I don't think it would be a big deal. But I'm also not going to go, that's one of those things where you need a bigger compressor. When I bought that compressor, I wasn't thinking ahead, thinking, hey, Jason, I bought that to like refill car tires and to obviously pump up regrads. So I wasn't thinking at the time to use it as a sandblaster. Maybe it would work for a little bit. Sounds not really good for, yeah, and the finish would probably not be real good either. That's why I'm thinking I'll just like, strip it down and plop gloop over it. And once you strip it down and the handle comes off of it, it's basically just one flat surface. So it wouldn't be that hard to do by hand. I don't know. That's just one of those videos I don't want to do. It'd be a neat video to see what it sold for. Steel wool and spray paint. Don't ever use spray paint on a lock. I hate that. Yeah, and then you got to buy the cabinet. I mean, all that. Shopping video at Harbor Freight. I did one time. It wasn't that big of a deal, but the only thing I need from Harbor Freight now, the only thing I need from Harbor Freight right now is another rolly thing, mover's dolly. So I've been staying away because that's literally the only thing I've come up with that I kind of need. Let's go back over here. Whoo! Hi! So, yep, that'll be a video one day. We're up to like 3 freaking types of plastic bins. It's very irritating. Is it gonna fit? Let's see. Oh, come on now. Damn it. This is the textured finish. I was thinking if I went ahead and stripped it down, it would fit in here. Should we go ahead and strip it down? Take the handle off. That would mess up my video, though. Or I could pull this camera down and just record it. Or we could just wait and deal with it later. This came off the table up front. And a Weiser deadbolt with an upside down cylinder. I don't know why it's like that. Drive-in bolt. I just recovered a plastic bin, y'all. It's a wonderful day. I know we don't really need this here. El gato goodbye. El gato goodbye. I hate stripping paint or stripping period. All right, old tools. And old chisels. The old chisels should go with the old tools, huh? You know what? And it's like, I was going through Amazon last night. I was like, what in the heck? I need some new wrenches. Nah, I don't think I need new wrenches. What is wrong with you, tripod? Stop it. No, I don't think I need new. I got wrenches somewhere. But they're not new and shiny. That is unbranded. This was obviously made for a reason. Can't remember what I needed that for. What's on here? Can't read it. 3/4. That would be an automotive. That's probably used in a GM steering wheel work, more than likely. Whew. Craftsman, old school breaker type bar. I think I even have that in my list. Yep, there's the GM bolts. So some of this definitely came out of my old tool thing. I carried these around for years. Never found a good use for them. See, the only problem is chisels don't belong with that. That's not. That's two different things there. Yeah, I could literally keep this out and use it for something. How about that? Okay. An extension might come in handy in the vehicle, you know. But no, it's in here. A very sad nail punch. Did I not have the lid? Yes, I did. Lid. All right, so tools and chisels. I actually, come to think about it, let me think about this for a minute, because I got these chisels right here. And I'm not really ever going to use them, so that's that. Let me wander over here. Because I had another container of tools. Oh, maybe I didn't. Because these are all drill bits. Got a bunch of combination wrenches right there that I never. Maybe I'm thinking. Yeah, must be thinking of something else. Because I thought I had. I thought I had another one full of cutting type things. So I guess I'm just gonna put these chisels. I know exactly what I'm gonna do with them. Let me go get another. Let me go get another plastic bin. Get them out of that bin. The heck. Time for you guys to be permanently put in your place. Yep, you got a little hole down here that I can use for... I already have a weirdo chisel thing. What's this? We're going to put the ye olden chisels underneath the weirdo chisels, which has rusty tools above it. There we go. Perfect. One container out of the way. Literally, that chisel container's been driving me crazy. It's just been sitting out for like 2 months now. I don't know where it came from. It came from somewhere in the back. So that helps a lot. And then the old tools. Where do I have... Where can I put that? Probably on that same... Probably on that same thing. It's quiet today, y'all. Super quiet. Super quiet. Uh, Probably should go in there. Let's think about it. Or it can go under there. Hold on. Let me go around this other side. See if I can't squeeze this under there. That'd be one less problem to deal with later. Slow down, bro. Alright, brushes, wire brushes need a hole. I'm going to flip that around later. I'm also going to give y'all another view because whatever happened out there y'all just missed. So let's pop this up. Nothing's going on up there right now. All the cameras on. Drawer pulls needs to go back here. On Red Rolly Tower. That's where that lives now. So we got Cam Graveyard, we got some Schlegelocks, old Sergeant Kiso. Um, uh, that is like a pulp. 2.0. A lot of traffic out there. Who just backed in? Where'd they go? People who back in immediately get my suspicions up. Because then they can be like, oh, I didn't see a sign. That's why I backed in, so I wouldn't see a sign. It doesn't apply to me if I can't see it. I don't know. How long has she been there? Did she just walk next door, maybe? I've got a whole bunch of loose cylinders here that I need to, I'm going to put these on eBay. That's what I'm going to do. Screw that. I ain't giving nothing away. I've already got like 5 or 6 people that I got to mail stuff to anyway. He just walked towards the cookie shop. Oh, there he is. Wait, is that the same dude? Yeah, he must just be picking up. Oh, that Uber. People actually get Uber cookies from there. Back to this. Hey. We're doing better, y'all. That really needs to go back in the truck. That was some ready to go cylinders. And then I forgot that I had a bunch of the same cylinders over here in a pull-out drawer. I'd really like to have gotten this. We talked about this a couple of weeks ago on live. I've been trying to like remove some of the heavier stuff out of my van because it's a little unnecessary. I was looking for this the other day. That's definitely supposed to be part of what went into the vehicle. And it never made it, did it? Nope. Yep, this is all stuff that was supposed to be dispersed into the van, but never made it. Dang it. So here's the 2 quick set. I'm going to move these over now to, let's pull up this. How about we make a different screen here? Opel Gato. Yep. Nothing's going on up here, so we'll grab both of the quick sets after I mark them. Really, it's just cylinders. Like I'm just gonna scrap all that, I think. I don't know. There's literally no point keeping all this. A lot of it can go into the brass scrap. Mostly old housings and stuff. But there are the old versions here too. Why? Why keep them? Like, do I need a dozen thumb turns? Maybe. But probably not, because I just picked out 3 more from having to buy the single-sided things for thin bar doors. So I ended up literally have like 2 more brand new ones right there. I honestly think I'm going to go ahead and scrap the majority of that. Except for the cylinders, they'll get thrown into the good cylinders will be thrown into a... Man, that by itself right there, that's like $1.90. That's the old school quickset cylinder right there. Perfectly good light. Perfectly walled out keyhole. Like, why save this, Jason? It's like, come on. That's just silly. It's perfectly good brand new deadbolt. With no latch, which I have a shitload of latches over here, so I could grab a latch out of the bin and sell this for $5. That's what we'll do. We'll sell at least one of them. How about that? How about 2 of them, because we have a bunch of latches? Well, we may not sell them today, but we'll put them in the bin for sale. How about that? And then I'll ponder the future of them. Period. So I'm going to think about that. Let's go ahead and get... I don't have keys for it, though. Got 1 screw. So what do you say? We make a key for it? Grab a latch out of here. Okay, let's get this one. That's a wiser. Or maybe that one. Maybe that one. Okay, perfect. This one's already got a key, so I can just throw it. Oh, yep. Ah. $5. Probably sell by mid next week too. He's a little kind of gooey feeling, so let's fix that. Ah, much better. That's what I'm talking about. That's $5 deadbolts all day long. Slow down. Where's my Sharpie? Sharpie, where are you? $5. We're rich. We can go home now. Boop. Hey, look, we do have this fresh off of that same job that the handle set came in. So we got 2 more there we got to do too. These are still perfectly good. We've got a one of these that I can put on there, and these should be key to light. Let's see. I was able to get the key, but it is cut kind of badly. I was actually thinking about making a video on this key. Kind of thinking about using this for a video, so I'm not going to really put those up yet, because I might still use it for a video. On the video as to why your key is jiggling type of thing. It's a perfect example, just a bad copy. But we can clean out the rest of this, right? Good screw, good screw, good screw. Good screw. The bottom screw for that handle set. Actually, if we're doing a video on that handle set, we want to have everything original, and there's the original screw for the bottom of that handle set. So, as well as the strike plate right there. So we got to keep that, don't we? Where'd it go? It's in here. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. And then these get put. Who was that just pulled up? Somebody pull up? What the hell are y'all doing out there? Black. Back in black. I got white, but I don't have black. That's not exactly that same thing. I should probably start a new one for this, though. In fact, let's do that. Actually, let's do it this way. Boop. Yeah. Flag black. Couldn't use long screws because the frame was, thin. The rest of this is definitely scrap. Nope, there's another strike plate. And a couple more screws. Copper screws. I'm going to actually just keep those with that just in case. Here, I'll keep this too. Rest of it's going to go in scrap metal, but actually some of these might be brass. Ooh, that one's brass. Ooh, that one's brass. Check your strike plates from this time period, and your screws, honestly, because they're probably brass. Which means you can make more money at the recycle place. Where'd my magnet go? These are going to be metal on there. So these three are definitely brass. That's definitely metal. I think this screw right here. Oh, no, those are definitely metal too. And actually, these solid brass strike plates are in pretty good condition. Farewell. Man, I completely ruined this thing too. Oh, did not necessarily mean to do that when I said about using that as a pad, but it is what it is. Boop. 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 Oh. All right. So my mission, should I choose to accept it, is make sure this all gets in the vehicle Monday. Not today, because I don't care. Okay, what else was there? Oh, some setup keys. Let's see, what else? What else did I have up here that needed to go? That may have been it. Nope. My air checker tire thing. That actually needs to go with me today. Okay, I'm gonna put this up front. Ugh. And then we're gonna finish up over here. We're gonna straighten this pile up. We're gonna be done. I don't even know what time it is. I haven't been looking at the clock. So, recap. Trying to decide whether I want to scrap that or not. And getting built up on the old magazines again. Somebody needs to come get these damn magazines, or I'm just gonna chunk them. I may just chunk them anyway, because I'm tired of dealing with them. Alright, so quick set deadbolt, quick set knobs, cylinders. What else do we have? Lastly, oh, well, this was sent to me. I completely forgot about this. This best mortise needs to go with the other best mortise, because I have a brand new best mortise thing. Okay, stay right there. What is this? And that is a Dormo. What's wrong with it? Was this a video that I was going to do because it's screwed up? Yep. And then a bunch of cylinders down here too. I really need to get rid of some of these. I have no use for that. I think I tried picking it and it wouldn't. It's a Sergeant small format. But yeah, definitely this needs to go into the box that says this is not the best mortise, which is right here. Not the best mortise. See, it has its own container. And it's actually got a perfectly good cylinder in there. Can't remember what was wrong with this one. Suck it in. Yeah, okay. That mortise box is full. anymore, and I'll have to upgrade to a bigger bin. So, really, there's more mortise handle stuff and a couple of 1850 1.5 inch spec set. Those two need to go up there with our stock overflow. Because these really don't belong in here. If I need them, I'm not going to be looking for this. I'm going to be looking over there somewhere for it. So I'm going to put them over here for now. Deal with that later. We just screwed up the camera, didn't we? Yep, there we go. Oh, battery that I don't think is good anymore. And just a variety of gate latches. So we've already seen these. So really what we can do is pull this over here. That up here. Yeah. And so I uncovered, I had an idea. So these two quick set will probably get shoved over in whatchamacallit over here. Over here. And then we're going to be done for now. Okay. And I'm going to put the deadbolt one on top because that one will probably get scrapped. So, knobs right there. Yeah. Because there's quick set knobs here too that need to get into that. So whenever I work my way down there, I can just move it straight down. Right. I mean, a little bit better than it was. Once I take that battery out of here, take it down to the battery drop-off place. When I take all these other batteries and finally finish sorting out the screws, then I can wheel that guy around whenever. I need to get another one of those though. Plastic bins. SE lock and key and plastic bins. That was what I was going to say was, I think I figured out the recourse. So what happens with plastic bins, right? When you stack them over a certain amount high, especially when they're heavy, it's always best to do heavy on the bottom and then lighter up top. But sometimes you have heavy stuff that you need quicker access to. I think I've discovered the solution. Once you stack them over 3 high, and we're about to have a total collapse back here. Can't see it from where I'm at, but in the very, very back corner, I've noticed my plastic bin stack that is on one of those rolly things that started leaning more and more. That's because the heavier ones crush in that top. I can take a piece of wood that's slightly larger than the top, and on the, well, it's still going to crunch the bottom ones. Never mind, that was a terrible idea. I'd have to have. I was thinking about cutting a lid size shape out of it and using that as lids. You know, that's a possibility too. It's just make flat lids so that I can stack them like 6 high without them leaning over. So that's still a possibility. They don't need to be plastic, curvy, snap-on lids for some of this stuff. They just need a surface. So as long as a flat, thin piece of I got some plywood at the house. It's like 1/4 inch plywood. It's kind of heavy duty for that, but I'm also not using it for anything else. So I was thinking about cutting out some lids. Let me do that this weekend. Cut out some lids, and that way they stack better. What do you think? Is that a good idea? Maybe a good idea. Same reason why I wanted a stacking wire rack like a Nakatomi, but specifically sized for bus bins, which are bus bins, gray plastic tubs that restaurant servers use. Because I've got like 7 of them, and I'd like to be able to stack them. You know, they do have them at restaurant supply places and the Chinese grocery. But there's a little bit more than I wanted to spend for that. And they don't have lids either. They would stack. They do have lids, but I've never bought lids for them. So the only recourse is when you're buying shelving is why Nakatomas are measured from A to A is because I take plastic bins of various sizes and say, I think I'm going to do 3 on this row and 3 on that. That's why you'll never find one with 4. No Nakatomas with a 4 stack opening. They all kind of max out at 3 because they crunch themselves. It's just different on those rolly things. And having those rolly things has been a great help. There's like, I left one up front, so when I pull the locks out of my truck on the weekend or for an extended period of time, I can just kind of roll it around up front. And having those on rolly things has quite helped, I will say. But since you can stack them, since there's no support, I feel like one day I'm going to hear like an avalanche of old National Locksmith books. The reading section back there is going to fall over because yes, they're books and they're heavy. So if I do the stack thing, I kind of would like to keep a seal tight, even though they're not like airtight. They do kind of keep dust and everything out. I feel like if I used wood for that, it wouldn't be great for the books inside. So, short of having like a whole Nakatomi library section, which I just don't have room for. Hey, puppies! Puppies! Shelving was like 1 bin on each one. Yeah, I feel like that takes up too much room though. Like it's too much of a waste of space. I'm fine with stacking up 2 or 3. Make a shelf above the 3 tote level. I would, but I don't have any more room for shelves. I don't have any more room for a permanent shelf anyway. There's always room for rolly things, right? I'm actually still, to this day, I'm still fairly happy that I put together Red Rolly Tower, even though it doesn't really rolly that much. When I need to rolly a shelf out of the way, there's no beating it, having Red Rolly Tower. It's definitely worth it. How long was little Frank visiting? He comes every other day for about 20 minutes. Because his mom walks further around the area. So he takes a break while she does her silly walking stuff. And it's usually at least once every 3 days we see him. And he just hangs out here for about 20 minutes and she comes back and then they go home. Instead of her crime or cleaning the shop and post a high-speed video of him cleaning. Time-lapse video of it. That'd be a major. It'd be like I would only do that for. Let's get on up there with the time. So I'm going to switch back to this bench microphone. We're kind of done over there. So we have now switched. Sorry, we have now switched back to the other microphone. That would be, I would only do that if I was doing like a major move around. Which really there's only one major move around that I've got going around in my head right now. I'm not gonna really say what it is, but it's not something that I'm gonna be doing immediately. So yeah, then that'll be like I'll put a GoPro or something up here in the top corner of the shop and do a time lapse. It's interesting to go back on some of my older lives and some of my older videos and see how all that's changed and how many more glittery things we have back here. Definitely different for sure. Whenever somebody runs across one of those, usually I'll do it whenever somebody like comments on an old video. I'm like, oh yeah, dude, check that out. I'm gonna watch this for a minute. Oh wow, the shop is totally different. Oh wow, Jason bought plastic shelving. What in the hell was this? What was he thinking when he bought plastic shelving? You know, that type of thing. How it all started. Yeah, I mean, it was much easier to do this in the beginning anyway. I might add, it was much easier to do this live than it was to video it and then upload it. We just went live. Now I would be perfectly fine with doing something like that. Yeah, I've noticed how those vertical videos at night get like a lot of ridiculous number of views. But then when you see the commentary on it, it's like it's the same. It's the short crowd, and I've thought about it, but it's like a late. You're scrolling through shit, and I've actually YouTube. You know, when you're scrolling through those live or whatever, if you click on somebody that's live, and it's in that vertical format, and then you start scrolling through the videos to see who all else is live. Man, there are some interesting things going on there for sure. So I was like, I probably won't do. I don't know if I'll ever do a vertical live. I might just play around with it, but yeah, I don't think I want that audience. I'll stick with my regular videos. It was Wednesdays before Saturdays. True, it was. I kind of gave up on that, Bright. Doing it live twice a week was a little much. Dang computers. We hadn't done a Jason Reed's in forever. The GM side post batteries. Yeah. It's in the old Astro too. In fact, that battery could be used in the Astro, but it like loses its charge for some reason too fast. It's only like a year, a little under 2 years old, but I think it's just a bad battery. I kind of wanted to keep it for a backup battery for mine, but as many problems as as quickly as it went dead when it shouldn't have, I was kind of like, yeah, I don't think I want to keep this. Shop organizing. Cooking with Jason time. Yeah, Gumby posted on Twitter a biscuits and gravy. So where is this person? You've been gone for a minute. A biscuits and gravy tower, like a chocolate fountain, but instead it was biscuits and gravy. I mean, that sounds kind of good to me. Hold on. Please hold while I disconnect the mobile comment section. Really depends on whose biscuits and gravy. People can really fuck up biscuits and gravy. I'm seeing who this is. Because the vehicle looks awfully familiar. So she pulled out at one spot to move to another. Best be just getting cookies, not hanging out.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see. I'd have to bring pre-made biscuits. That's not the same. That'd be too difficult to make in the shop. I have the city coming down on me being like, okay, well, during cooking with Jason, can I serve alcohol though? Technically? The city's going to catch me cooking in here with no grease trap. I'll just be like, oh, I just pour it out in the corner over here. Yeah, we will have to do a cooking with Jason. I'm going to take the last couple of sips of my Mississippi cold drip, which is more like Mississippi lukewarm drip right now. Oh, sweet. Okay, let's go to the disassemble screen. So worst screen of all. The disassemble screen.
Low battery. Please charge.
Oh no! Just in time! He's gonna die right at the end of the live. She's back. She was just getting cookies.
Low battery. Please charge.
Yeah, Gumby, I've not gotten back with them about that. We're gonna still, that's still on my back burner to get some of those in our store. You can get away with it because you're not technically selling them. Plus, you're in Canada, so I don't know if he could get mad at you, but yeah, we still got to do the logo and everything for it. That's something I just kind of dropped the ball on and never got back to. He's probably done forgot about it by now. When J-Bot starts to go dead, he really starts to go dead. It's like, ain't playing cute, bro. Lock force disassembled! A little bit early today, but that's okay because I'm probably going to leave a little bit early today too, since it's a little slow today. I already did all the stuff I was supposed to do this morning, so hey, we're done. Done for the day. Maybe. You are on the wrong thing. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I appreciate y'all tuning in today for sure. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Hadn't decided whether I'm going to do my burn or not. Burn some stuff. Did I forget anything? I don't think I did forget anything. So what were those images that I loaded? Oh, hey, you want to see the, I know, we can take a look real quick here. Like, let me take a look. Take a look right here. You want to see the parking garage behind us? Make it big for a second. There's the parking garage behind us. That is directly behind us. Well, not directly, but directly behind us would be pretty much in line with that white pickup right there. So it's behind the other buildings. Gonna burn mailbox more? No, but we did get in some fantastic packing paper from... Who sent that fantastic packing paper? IDN Armstrong. I had to get an order out of Armstrong. And they sent some fantastic burnable packing paper. Hey.
Hello. Do you do automotive keys with like the
What?
keys to fire?
No, man.
No, just the regular keys.
Some of the regular ones we do. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. So, funny story, Jay. That's why I originally bought an Astro. I was like, I really want a bigger van, but at the time I was a slave to AAA, so I literally bought a smaller van to be able to get around in the parking garages downtown. And that was saved a lot of trouble over the years, I'll put it that way. Because some of those parking garages are like right over the height of my Astro. And that was the sole reason why today I still own an Astro, is because of freaking parking garages. I hate them. I hate them too. You can't see. You always have to get your flashlight out. Mount Boxmore is pretty rough back there. If you saw that unboxing video, it's a tower of boxes. But no, I usually do not burn those because of the plastic tape and stuff that are there. Usually I just break them down and box up the broken down boxes into another box and throw it in the garbage. We do not do NSP work either. Well, not credit card up front, but the ones that we do work for already know that we're going to be calling for a credit card. We've never had an issue. We've had an issue with the accountant not calling back in a timely manner type of deal. So they got flagged, and then we made them do, up front. But for the most part, the ones that we do work for know that we're going to be calling and know that we want our money. So we make it completely clear that as soon as the job is complete, we're going to be calling you. As soon as I email you the pictures, you're going to be getting a call. The work truck go and took out the sprinkler system. Oh yeah, if you hit one of those, doesn't it? I know nowadays the newer systems probably like shut off, but doesn't it like F up the whole system when that happens? Hey Dave, hey, thanks for joining in right under the wire. We are on the disassemble screen, the worst screen of the day. But it is what it is. We all have to go do our things, and I hope y'all have great things to do and great stuff that you're doing. I'm gonna tidy that up just a bit more because there's a couple small bins that can be, maybe once I get around to one of those, I'm gonna pretty much empty it, and it's gonna be I'm gonna make keys for them all and put them all up there. So Yeah, I'm really going to kind of focus back in on Iron Man and try to do something. I know I've said that several times, but there's a lot of wasted space in Iron Man. I see room for easily 2 medium and 4 small, or 1 medium and 3 small if I move some of that stuff around. So that's probably what I'm going to finish doing, and then pack it up and get out of here a little bit early today. So they broke the pipe. They didn't stop after pulling the head. Idiots. Not like there probably wasn't security cameras in there and they can't figure out who did it. Oh, let's go over just one camera coming in and out and see which big vehicle came in. Oh, maybe this one. Maybe. Stupid. People are stupid. Hope they tracked them down and find them for it, especially driving away. They can catch a charge for that, can't they? And claim it's an accident they didn't know, but if there's a big gouge right over your head, people are going to be like, "Now, come on now. You didn't hear that crunch. You know you hit something. Did it activate? Or did he no because water went everywhere? I guess it would activate even if it had a safety shut off. Like for a split second, it would like, you know, and then thinking of the oil well, Deepwater Horizon, trying to cut off the oil well. I don't know how it works. Anyway, y'all have a great week. We're already disassembled, so yeah, we're out of here. I'm gone. Thanks for joining in and all. And all. Have a great weekend. Have a great weekend. Hey, guy, Jason can spell. Factory took out a sprinkler pipe. Fire department had to shut it off. Yeah, it was funny. They had next door here at the old closed down cleaners. There was a leak last winter, and they tried turning the water off to the building, but it wouldn't shut it off because it was direct fed from the city, I guess. So they like repeatedly called the fire department out to cut the water off to the building, but they had to come out multiple times because it was literally, there was no way for them to cut off the system, the overhead sprinkler system, because back in 1920 or whatever, it was literally like a direct in line, no cutoff valves or anything. And I think they ended up having to like hire a contractor to literally cut in and install a cutoff valve to make it stop. It leaked for a good month. It was hilarious. You'd walk by in here. If you go peek in, it was just raining in there. Luckily, the floor had drainage in it, so. Yeah, and they were coming like 3 fire trucks came out here one day. Because even I called, I was like, yo, y'all have got to do something. And they were like, okay, we'll send somebody out. And like 3 fire trucks came out, and like the whole fire department were sitting out there just like, What do we do? Well, you call a plumbing contractor and figure it out, right? I slept a little late this morning. Didn't mean to. It's just like, even the dog who normally gets me up by staring at me was like, and I just caught Gonzo. Y'all saw Gonzo's? I caught him this morning. I pulled up right when they were walking by. He has some stumps that need to be pulled. I've got a couple of stumps that I gotta get pulled. I gotta cut the bushes out front. Hey, thank you, J-Bot. You're right in time. Appreciate that. I gotta cut some big bushes out front too. I don't know if I'm gonna do that until January-ish or whatever. So anyway, I'm out of here. Y'all have a great weekend, and yeah, we'll where's the screen that I'm looking for? Yeah, we'll catch y'all next video. See ya. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it as always. Hopefully we'll have better news. Hopefully we'll have some more news on the Lishy cowboy tool. It's not going to be triple figure, but it's probably going to be close no matter how I work it out. So I'm hoping it stays under it with shipping. Let's put it that way. No, I don't want to use like one of these, you know, outsourced type places. But if there's a significant difference, I started adding it up in my head and kind of thinking about everything that's involved with it. And honestly, I can kind of see it, even with like the cheapest place possible. I can kind of see it, unfortunately, being at the number it is. Anyway, that's news for another day, right? Y'all have a great weekend. We'll catch y'all next video. No, wait.